right, everyone. Welcome to the stream on a Tuesday, guys. On a Tuesday, we're doing Tuesday streams. Sorry I missed last Thursday. Definitely had some stuff to take care of, but I'm back in action. What's crazy about today's stream is that I woke up no more than 30 minutes ago. And I have no idea what I'm going to do on this stream. So we're just going to be winging this. I have a general idea, but I don't really have like an idea of what I'm going to do. Because I go off feelings. I'm an artist. I go through my emotions. All this technical knowledge is already second nature. Now I just have to use the tools in front of me. But seriously, guys, I'm like, this is my cup of coffee. Literally less than 30 minutes ago I woke up. Oh man, what am I doing with my life? I'm just kidding. I've been staying up late for the past 3 days. I'm doing a VFX shot. And it's a 4-minute one take. Like it's just one take, kind of like 1917, except way less long, right? So it's like 4 minutes of like the camera just like moving forward, moving back, changing focal lengths, and all this stuff. And like the whole set is like a green screen, and I have to track it. I was tracking it in Blender, trying to figure out the whole Blender tracking stuff, and it was very, very long and difficult to figure out. But last night I figured it out, hence maybe why you could tell I'm in a good mood. But it was very hard. That's why I woke up late. That's why I've been missing that last stream. But we're going to do it today, guys. We're going to do it. So for the three of you out there, I see you. I see you out there lurking. No chats, no highs, no anything. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to. I'm not shaming you. So a couple things to start off is I'm going to make like a, something Instagrammable, right? And by Instagrammable, I just mean the ratio that I'm using is 1350 by 1080 by 1350, and I'm doing that because I like this rectangle. It gives me a lot of space. It's way thicker than like a 1920 instead, a vertical phone. I just don't like how thin that is. So we'll do 1350. It's nice and thick. So we're gonna do something vertical. I've been liking doing this vertical stuff. It's a lot of fun to work with. Second thing I'm going to do is go to my camera, make sure my clipping is really high. This is just so we can see far off into the distance. And then I'm going to add in some composition guides. I'm going to do thirds and center. I just like to know where my thirds are, where my centers are, and I can work around my situation there. Second thing I'm doing is I'm using models, and I'll probably use textures, maybe. We'll see. From Texture Haven. Texture Haven's a really good website. Maybe I could put it on screen here. Oh, man. Let's see. Texture Haven. Oh, anyway. So Texture Haven, they got a pretty neat website. They give out free stuff. They got free textures, free HDRIs. It's a great place to get your HDRIs. Especially if you're not too picky with them. But they have a lot. That sounded like an insult. That made it seem like they don't have any. They have a ton. And they're great. They have HDRIs, they have models, and they have textures. I use the HDRIs and models all the time. The models, there's some basic stuff. But if you can get creative, you can make some fun stuff from it. You just gotta think outside the box. Like, look at this. Look at this school desk table. You're like, why am I ever going to use a school desk table? Why am I ever going to use this chair? This megaphone, this chandelier. But if you just think outside the box, I hate that phrase. Let me stop saying it. Instead of thinking outside the box, just iterate on your thought, right? So have your first basic thoughts. It's like digging, right? You gotta dig up dirt first before you dig up anything good. Maybe that's a bad metaphor. But you gotta dig. You gotta go through the dirt. Nobody finds diamonds on the top of the surface. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so that's what I'm gonna be using. I put them as an asset within my Blender, so I could just go here. Let me press T here, and I have Texture Haven models right here. You see, I got all my favorite ones here. I got rocks, TVs, I even got a wheelchair over here. Maybe we'll do the wheelchair. I'm telling you guys, I'm just winging it today. I don't know what I'm doing today. Maybe do the wheelchair. Maybe I had an idea of doing it with the TV. Maybe I'll do the school chair. You know, would that be cool? Maybe. Maybe it'll be cool. But you know, oh, we have an old cash register, a cassette tape player, the megaphone, and you know, some grass stuff, some tube stuff, which is pretty good. Pretty good stuff, right. So let's figure out shapes, right? This is how I'm gonna work, especially when I don't know what the hell I'm doing. All right, so we're gonna figure out shapes. So first, let's set up a couple things, a couple more things with our camera, right? So let's go to our camera. And what was I gonna do? Let's do for the first one. I'm gonna use this wheelchair. We're gonna do the dirt idea first. And the dirt idea for me, right, is having a wheelchair in the middle of a hallway, right? That's scary. That's basic horror stuff, right? That's some bread and butter horror. You put a wheelchair in the middle of a hallway, put a light on it or something. You know, I think I've seen it in many horror games. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the dirt idea first, and then we're gonna iterate on it, right? So dirt's really mean. Maybe it's not a dirt idea. Maybe it's like, you know, your baby idea, your little baby brain, your little. Wow, I'm talking a lot. So we're gonna put in a wide lens because we're inside of a room. Instead of looking down the hall, maybe we can do like a 35 millimeter, some basic camera. You can't even see what happens. So let me set up the plane. I'm gonna be looking at the left here to start setting up my scene. I'm also gonna put in my composition guides here. So give me 1 second. Let me take off everything but those guides. I guess guides aren't even on here. Okay, so we got our composition guides. Let's set up our hallway. So I'm looking at the left while I'm setting it up in 3D space, guys, on the right. So the camera's right on the ground floor. It's at 0. Let's bring it up. Let's bring it up here. There you go. We can see the ground now. We're on a wide. There we go. Now let's make this hallway encompass. Maybe we'll make it just up to the lines, right? So let's get it up to the thirds. So let's do it like around there. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm gonna go to line mode, and we're gonna bring this out on the Y. So let's bring it out on the Y, off into the distance. It's a long ass hallway, right? And then we're gonna stretch it out. We're gonna stretch it all the way out. There. And then we're going to grab this bottom piece here, just so it goes underneath the camera. Perfect. All right, we got our ground floor. Also, I forgot to put on my stream, or on my Discord that I'm streaming right now. Let's see. Streaming now. Okay. To my nobody in my Discord. Jiraj, you're here. Didn't see your chat. Good to see ya. Let me make my chat bigger here. Good to see you, Jiraj. Thanks for being here, as always. Alright, so let's also now add a cube. Also, let's change some of this look. Let's put a matte cap on here. We're going to do a matte cap. Let's do something. Let's do funky colors. It's like these. I think these are like normals. Good to see you, Jiraj. How was your week? How's your weekend? I guess it is like Tuesday, right? So, how is your weekend? Okay, so we got our thing here. We're gonna bring this guy up. There we go. We'll bring him up. Why do I keep selecting this? Oh, I added the cube in the plane. Let me delete the cube in here, and let me do it outside. We're gonna name this collection room, and we're gonna call this ground. Thinera. Thanira, thank you. I'm glad that my constant rambling is therapeutic to you. I wonder if is it the music or is it me? You can lie and say it's me though. So, okay, we're gonna do the ground. We're gonna make our cube. We'll put that in the ground. Okay, we're gonna be making the walls of our we'll call it not a mental asylum, but like a hallway. Gerard says was pretty nice. Was going doing some work in the cottage of my girlfriend's parents, and yesterday we kind of celebrated her b-day. Oh, Gerard, that's awesome. Also, what does kind of celebrated a birthday? What does that mean? Do you mean that like you didn't want to, and then you were not you, but you almost did it? All right, so we're gonna stretch out the hallway. Maybe we'll make it up to here. Maybe we can see a little corner. Maybe we're right in the center, like of a T, right, of the hallway. So we're gonna select that. We're gonna bring all up our walls. Here it is. Let's bring it all the way to the top. All right, and then we're going to get our back wall here, and we'll bring it back. This is our hall here. Super long. All right, there we go. We're gonna select the top again. Boom, boom. Oh, boom, boom, boom. And we're just gonna make a simple ass hall. Maybe this is a giant roofed hall, right? This is kind of insane, actually. This doesn't make any sense. So I'm gonna get these edges, and I'm gonna make the walls go to the left and the right of them, right? So let's just do that. I'm gonna hit E, but I'm gonna right click, and then hit S and scale out. So there we go. We're making a hall. This also doesn't even look like a building anymore. This looks like some epic corridor type of situation here. Maybe we can put a better mat cap here that'll be more fun to look at. Maybe we'll do like this silver one, and we'll put it random. We'll also put ambient occlusion in here. Oh, it already is on. What am I talking about? Jar says, I mean, there wasn't a big party or anything. We planned to go bowling with some friends, but then plans kind of crumbled, so we just spent the whole day together, which was also nice. Also, I don't know if I knew you had a girlfriend, but congratulations if you told me you had a girlfriend. I'm glad that you spent time with her, your girlfriend, on her birthday. I'm glad you celebrated. That sounds like a lovely time. And honestly, my birthdays, I celebrate them as lowest key possible. I don't like any big fanfare. Don't like to be the center of attention, which is like ironic, right? Because I'm like doing a live stream where I'm like, look at me, model. But in my personal life, I do not like to have a big party. So for me, it's not even kinda. You celebrated, and that's how you celebrated. No need for kindas. Okay, so we have our hallway. Let's see what it looks like rendered. There's no light in here, right? The light. Oh, let me put it rendered up here as well. There it is. It looks all gray because like, oops. Because this is our light. There it is. There's our hallway. Looking good. There's something I want to do. I want to make sure that my ground or my walls are penetrating through or going through the ground floor. I don't know. I don't know if that causes any issues. I'm just going to make sure it does. There it is. It's sticking out the bottom now. Not a big deal. All right. So we got our hallway. We got our light here. Let's center our light on the X. And it looks dandy, right? It looks fine. Looks fine. Let's see if we can add in some panache, some razzmatazz, some, je ne sais quoi, as the French may say. Some, I don't know, as the Americans would say. Let's see if we can add that, right? So let's go. I made a fog in my last stream, which is like what's on this thumbnail right now, that I'm gonna add on to here and play with until I like, because I love me some colors, and trust me, once these colors are on screen, people are gonna be flocking by. They love those saturated colors. I'm playing people's reptile little lizard brains. All right, so let's add in that fog. I'm gonna append it. It's from my previous project. So when was my last live stream? On the 15th. That doesn't make sense. Okay, no. It was on the 3rd. That makes more sense. Let's go to project files. It was plant beauty. I made the fog in the world, and I'm appending it in here. All right, let's see. This may break the scene. This may not work, but it's okay. So let's append our fog. If anybody's curious in the stream, in the chat for some reason about the fog, I'll explain it. I also explained it in that video, and I think every video before that. But if anybody's curious about it, because what you're about to see is going to be about a C plus. It's going to be a passing grade, guys. I'm working this up. I'm going to go to the world, change it to the fog. Oh, there it is. There's our highlight stuff, huh? So let's change now our it's looking pretty good. So let's change this to the shader graph. Let's go to the world. Let's see what's actually happening in here. Oh, bunch of stuff, but not really. This is a very tamed I keep losing the words. Shader nodes. These are very tame nodes compared to the nodes I've seen. Let's do some organization here. I'm just gonna set this up so it looks a little nicer, and then we're gonna go through it, change some settings because we don't want it to look. We don't want to do the same colors we did last stream, right? We want them to be different. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go. We're gonna feel good. We're gonna move forward. We're gonna think positive thoughts. We're gonna love ourselves. You know what? While I do these notes, we're gonna take a moment to feel some gratitude. You know what I mean? What are you grateful for? You know what I mean? Like, I'm grateful for being on this stream today. I'm grateful for waking up today. You know, some people wake up and they're like, I shouldn't have woke up today, and that's sad. So let's appreciate that we're here. Appreciate the people who love me. Appreciate the streamers who watch. I appreciate Blender, the Blender Foundation, for providing such a free software that I've used in my professional work and has gotten me out of sticky situations. There are times that Blender has done better work figuring out, especially with camera tracking, than my paid add-ons on After Effects. So let's all give thanks to Tom. I don't know his last name. Tom Rusadale. Tom, thank you. Thank you, Jirash, for being here, showing you some gratitude. I suggest that if you're in the stream, you're watching, you give out some gratitude. You know what I mean? That's the antidote, guys. That's the secret sauce. Is appreciation. It's not always easy, and it sounds like self-help bullshit. And a lot of the stuff can be. But I appreciate you. Okay, where was I? You said Jiraj. By the way, do you know you can actually name reroutes, I assume. I didn't know that. So I can go in and rename this? That's hilarious. So this can have a name? Let's see. The stuff. Is there a reason for these to rename the reroutes? It doesn't even show up here. Oh wait, I have the wrong thing connected. I renamed this. Oh no. Let me go back. Wait, try F2. Okay. Stuff. Oh, it just keeps renaming the last thing I selected. It doesn't let me actually choose this. That would have been interesting. It would be cool if the reroutes, I guess you could put like a note here, like if you had let's see, like a little annotation here, that like little notes. That would be cool. Maybe it's geometry nodes. Yeah, cause like the shader nodes haven't been getting that much love, huh? Okay, what was I doing? I was making a thing, right? So, okay, it's cool. So, the last stream, I set up this whole node graph, right? So, I can set up, let me put in a cube here so I can show you what I'm talking about. On the note, on the last stream, I figured out how to use the fog, right? So, I'm using right now a principal volume into the fog world output, right? And Hold on. Okay. So I have no lights right now in the scene. No lights. No anything. And I'm just using this fog setup, which is pretty cool, right? So let's change this up. Ooh, I can make it really bright. There you go. All right. So I have... This isn't working the way I was expected to. This should be like dark, right? Interesting. Anyway, I figured out in the stream, the last stream, that a lot of this stuff is dictated by the volumetric settings in here. Right now I have it set to 2 pixels, which makes it the highest quality. If you put it to 16, it's low quality. You can't tell, but there's going to be banding in there and samples and stuff. So I found out that if you just control the start and end of the volumetrics, it will control these colors. Right now I have blue to pink, right? And obviously I could try and force it in here. Oh, I forgot one thing in here. I have a fog controller which controls where the fog is. You can see how I move it back, the fog kind of goes off into the distance, or goes forward and it goes really dark and foggy. That's with this this empty here. That's not the cool thing. Cause yeah, that's all controlled here. Should this be fog controller too? But yeah, I found out that you could just change you have to change the settings in volumetrics, and that's really what changes everything. That's really what makes that happen. If I look at the fog from above, you can see that I have like this blue color, which is cool. You can see the gradient happening, right? And then I can try and add the pink here. It doesn't really work the way that I want it, right? But let's change the distance. Let's change this to 10. There we go. There we go. Now we can have our different colors. And our fog can start at different places. And this is how I really get that look. So let me set it up. Let me stop talking. Let me ramble about something else while I work on this. Let me set it up again. 0.1. Let's do 100. All right, and I'm gonna stretch out this cube. It's gonna give me a better gradient. There we go. But I'm not getting that pink that I've been wanting, so let me try and see if I can get that pink. Okay. All right. It's acting in a way that's a little unexpected. So let's figure out what could be happening here. All right. Turns white. And it's because the center is white. You can see at the top here. I'm looking at the gradient from above. Oh, I haven't updated, I think. Oh, no. I am on 3.1.2. Never mind. I'm not sure what's happening. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. That's usually the case. Spitfire. The monkey is here. The monkey. We're all monkeys. We're all monkeys. But the monkey, me, I'm here. Thank you. All praise me. Doing well, Spitfire. Doing well. Much better today than I was on previous days. So very good. Came with the hype. You sure did. There it is. There's some weird stuff going on here. It's crazy what the fog does is like this circle thing. It's like whoosh, it's like revealing something. It's kind of interesting. So weird. All right, let's do 128 samples for this fog here. Going for the WrestleMania vibe. And he gets the chair! Yeah, these settings are so funky. It's so interesting what they do. Like look at this. What is happening here? All right, maybe we'll figure out the fog afterwards, because I am now messing it up. All right, so for right now, we will figure out the fog afterwards. We'll just give ourselves a basic gradient. We already have a gradient set up here. We already have the node set up here for it. So let's just set up. Let's set up the gradient here. All right. Cool. We got our gradient down. Let's use this to our advantage. Just take away the fog and figure out why this isn't working the way I think it should. Okay, so we got our gradient. Oh, it's because I have this in reverse. Right? There it is. There it is. Ooh, we can't see the background. This is why it was throwing me off, because the walls are what's blocking what I need to see here. So let me put this on top here. There we go. Then I can control this a little bit better. All right. There we go. All right, let's put in our main subject already. Let's put it, like I said, let's put in our baby, a little baby idea that we're gonna do better. Let's put in this wheelchair. We're doing something colorful, creepy, right? Maybe not. Oh my God, it's upside down. All right, let's make our wheelchair upwards. Let's scale it up. Let's turn it around. All right, let's see what this looks like in cam. All right, definitely sticks out. Maybe we're a tiny little person and we're looking at a giant wheelchair. Maybe this is a sign. Maybe this is symbolism. Maybe I'm afraid of losing my legs. My inability to walk. We're gonna get deep on this podcast, on this stream. We're gonna figure out why wheelchairs are scary. Some people use them for their daily lives because that's just how they were born. All right, I'm just spreading out the walls a little bit. Maybe I don't want them to be, so big. And maybe, like I said, this is my little baby idea. This idea is not great, honestly. Not a good idea. But we got to do something. Like I said, I woke up this morning with no idea what to do. What if we had a giant chair? What if we added in some potted plants? This is all silly, guys. This is sometimes what you have to do. We'll add in some rocks. I feel like I'm glorifying a chair here. You know what? Let's not do a wheelchair. Let's do something sillier. Let's do a television. There we go. People like nostalgia. Y'all remember these, right? These big giant televisions, basically the size of like 10 TVs thickness today. What is the TV showing you? It's a metaphor. What are we going for? Who are we? All right, we got our TV. It's looking pretty cool. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll shatter the TV. Is that possible? Can we do that? Is that something that's silly? TV looks pretty good though. Look at that. Look at that color. Look at those. Look at them colors. We'll definitely be maybe adding some static onto it. Figuring out how to do that. I can show you how to add in that static. So far, what I don't like are the walls. So we're gonna get rid of the walls. I got rid of the floor. All right, we're just gonna have the TV floating. I thought the wall. See, this is what I'm talking about. Had a little baby idea. Baby idea, no good. All right, let's put a TV in the center. All right, I like the colors we're going with here. Let's go into the shader of this object to see if we can make it weirder looking. Right now it's doing the hyper realistic thing, you know what I'm saying? But if you want some hyper realism, why don't y'all just take a picture, huh? Why don't you just get a camera and take a picture, and then maybe we can skip. I'm just kidding. I'm bringing that up because, like, I don't know, people love to argue that, and it's silly. It's a silly thing to do. All right, so let's go to let's add in some gradient maps in between these, right? And that's how we're gonna make these weird. Let's add in a color ramp, I should say, in between the thing that makes it metallic. Let's see how metal we can make it. Oh, so right now you really can't tell a difference, because let me think here. Because it has nothing to reflect. What it's reflecting right now is the background, which is the blue, which is kind of nice. But I do want to see the blue and the blue and the pink. But what I want is reflections on there. Let's see if we can trick it into getting reflections. Let's go back to world. Alright, you can see that now it's only being colored by this node here. We can change its colors. We can make it black. That's what it'll turn into a silhouette, right? And that's because we have this light path here. So it can really help us dictate what we want to do here. So let's add in an HDRI and see if this helps us. We're just playing around with stuff. I have a feeling now that the stream's not going to be as short as I thought I wanted it to be. I have a creeping feeling this is gonna go way too far. Okay, let's go to my assets. Where's my HDRI assets? I have a lot of them. HDRIs. I got them from HDRI Haven, or it's called Texture Haven now, so definitely check them out already. I got a bunch here. Let's add in like a silly one, like something with a lot going on, like this street, this Trufelberg Inner. So we're gonna add that. This is our reflection now. Beautiful, right? Look at that. Now we got some realistic reflections going. Now that's looking nice. It's reflecting the background. What you guys aren't seeing is that I'm tricking it to looking at this background. See? Boom, we got some background. We got some things going on. It's beautiful. But I don't want it. I want some high saturation stuff. You know what I mean? I want eye candy. I want you to look at this and be like, this is too sweet. I'm gonna have to do this in little pieces. You know what I mean? So we're gonna trick it. What we're doing is we're tricking it into seeing this background. But for us, we're gonna see the colorful background. And that's what this mix shader is, and that's what this light path is, and that's what's happening here. So that's good, right? And you know, we can rotate the scene. You can even see the reflection on here in some of these parts, right? It looks pretty rad. It looks pretty realistic. So I like it in a way. So let's lower the brightness down, and let's actually color it. So I'm gonna color that whole thing and see if this helps us in any way, shape, or form. Let's see. It's a little much. Alright, so right now I'm not getting the gradient that I want. Also, this is confusing, so I'm gonna fix this. This is gonna go down, and this is gonna go up, and now this makes sense. Oops. There we go. Sorry, guys. I'm just managing my nodes here. It is insane how easy it is for your nodes to just, like, get crazy. Sometimes I see nodes like just counting the steps. Like, in a program without nodes, you would just, like, do all these steps and just forget about them. But this is like, do you remember the 57 steps that you took to get here? Well, the nodes do, okay? And they care about you, all right? This is an intervention. We need you to remember the things that you did. Or else, what's even the point, right? You go through this whole life, and at the end you're like, I forgot everything. What did I say when I was 12? Does it matter? Okay, I'm talking too much. Let's go into the B-spline. Change the B-spline. And let's just play around with some of these colors here. I'm just trying to figure out if I can do something fun here with these colors. This is so bright on here. I wonder if I can lower this. Pff, I cannot. Doesn't look good, I mean. So let's put it back to 1. Let's just play with these colors. Yeah, let's change white. All right, maybe this gradient map ain't working too hot for me. Let me erase it. Let's go back to square 1. All right, but I definitely want it to be like tinted. You know what I mean? I want this to be tinted-rude, tinted-y, tinted-y. All right. So let's put this at 0. That was my issue. And let's do a color mix. Oops, that's not it. Color mix RGB. Excuse me, guys. Put this up to maximum, and we're gonna hit add, and we're gonna tint it a color. And this is how we'll tint the color here. There we go. This is looking a little cooler. But what if we did something like multiply? Or no, not multiply is pretty cool for other things. Let's do screen. Screen's pretty good. I like it. For now, we gotta move forward. Let's add more to this scene. I don't know what else to add to this scene. If anybody has any ideas as I'm going through here, please feel free to just type it in there. And just know that I may not listen to you, but also know that I may listen to you. And honestly, isn't that just like the lottery? You may win, you may not win. If you weren't gonna win and you knew, you wouldn't try to win the lottery, right? Okay, so let's do like a pink color. But okay, I know I'm like forcing this here. But why wasn't the color ramp working the way I wanted it to? Hold on, let me do it one more time. Just one more time. It's like this reflection here that's like kind of ugly. It looks kind of okay, but at the end of the day, it looks ugly. What if we made the reflection just white? No saturation. So we have like 3 colors going on. Maybe we do the blue, the pink, and then it goes off to white, right? And then another thing is that it's super like not saturated, or as saturated as I wanted to. So let's go to hue saturation, and we're gonna bump that up. This hue saturation will let you bump up your colors to an obscene amount. Look, instead of 1 saturation, how about we do 2 saturation? Look how juicy that is, but a little bright. Let's put the value up so it's brighter. So that's good. And then we'll put the saturation up. Maybe not. Maybe we won't do the saturation. Maybe we'll change it colors. See, I kind of like this. I think what the issue is, I think what the issue is here is this reflection needs to be cooler. So I'm gonna rotate that background that I put it's reflecting. I'm gonna rotate it on the x-axis and see if I can get a better reflection. See, that's the issue. We're trying to get a nice ass reflection here. There it is. And we can rotate this. You can see it in the background. You can kind of see the background in the screen here. There it is. I kind of like this. I also never use the color green, and I'm not sure why it's turning green. Is it the saturation? Also equal rectangular, linear. What if I did mirror ball? Hold on, I'm gonna try something. Nope. Let's go back to equal rectangular. There we go. Cool. Sometimes messing with the image's color space when you're doing a non-photorealistic render could lead to some fun results. This time it didn't. Oh, so there's something I want to do. Can I make this antenna like move? Let's see. So which way does it lay? Okay, there it is. All right, it lays there. We're doing good. All right, let's see if we could rotate this. I think we got it. Yes, we do. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my cursor to the center of this. I'm going to select the antenna here. I'm going to hit the period key, and I'm going to rotate around the cursor, and I put that in the center there. So now when I look at this, right, this should work. This should definitely work, right? Oh, you can't even see the antenna. But let's see if we can make it work. So I got the antenna sticking up here. It's so tiny here. Let's see if I can give you space to see this, guys. All right. This is a whole piece. I think this doesn't go up any further. But let's see if we could force it up. We're going to force it. We're going to hit Control plus, select all those. If I hit grab, okay, it'll definitely grab that. If I do 1 minus, grab on the X, grab on the Y. You still can't even see this antenna. I gotta rotate the TV better. Alright, so instead of doing that, I'm gonna just rotate the TV in a way that... Oh, this is also rotated weird. So let's rotate this. This is definitely messed up. Let's rotate both of these. It doesn't matter. It's back here, right? We'll rotate it up. There it is. There's our antenna. You know, maybe we could do something cool with this antenna. Maybe it's leading to something. Maybe it's getting transmitted a piece of information. Maybe this TV is a part of a bigger story here. Okay. We got our reflections down. We got our colors down. I don't necessarily like the colors, but we're gonna work with it for right now, cause there's plenty of better colors here. Oh my god, these are much better. The blue's good though, you know what I mean? But like, all right, let's change it back to its original color. Like yellow looks good, you know what I'm saying? Like yellow. That color looks good, you know? Like a Fire TV or something. I don't know. This is changeable. So okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. What else do we want in this? What else? Let's see if we can address. Let's see if we can address the elephant in the room again. Can we make a fog not be dumb? Can we make it work? Can it work? Please, please work. I'm on stream. Please, just work for me. All right, we're gonna put in the fog. You know, it gives it that creamy color. It kind of like totally negates. Oh, I guess it doesn't negate it, but like, you know, it adds a little bit of aesthetic there. So there's the original color. There's with some of it there. All right, let me bring in the fog controller. Oh yeah, you guys can't see this. Let me put this a lot closer. Alright, let's grab this. Oh, I hit it. I got a new keyboard. I've been hitting the wrong keys forever. I think it looks good this way, but I can't get this circle out the way. Hold on, let me see if I can. Can't even see it. So let me see if there's some settings I have to tweak here for oh god. That's why I hate working with this sometimes. That's why I hate working with Fox sometimes. Cause just stuff like this is just so tedious. Like there's our fog, but like does it look good? I'm not sure. And there's so many settings too, so I'm like setting this stuff in the settings here. There's the settings in volumetrics itself, which could be good. All right, I'm gonna spend about what time is it right now? 48 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna spend about 5 more minutes on this, but after that, I just think I have to move forward, because this is the stuff that always is holding things back. Is me trying to get this perfect, and it not being the way that I want it to be. Man, I had another fog somewhere else. I should maybe throw that one in here. All right, 3 minutes. Here we go. We still got a little time to figure this out. Okay, so this is cool. So messing with the first one could be good. All right, let's do 80 here. Yeah, 50. All right, let's rotate this on the Z180. It's kind of giving it an interesting look here, but I just still can't figure out. Oh, I think I figured it out. All right, let's bring the fa. What's interesting is how the TV is just kind of fading back there. Let me add in a second object. So let me center this. Let me add in Suzanne here. I just want to see. Why it's not affecting it in this particular corner. All right, we're moving it. All right, let's try some different colors now. I think we're getting closer. What's so weird is that tip of the TV, like, is it because it's rotating? Oh yeah, it's like breaking through. You could definitely see it going through there. All right, and now I think we're almost there. Oh, thank God this worked. Okay, and then we're gonna do an array. I just want to see the distance here. Yeah, you can see that my main TV at least gets the color, and then it kind of fades out in the background. That's kind of what I want here. Let's bring it in closer. Alright, I should have had this array to begin with. I think that's the whole thing here. Alright, let's go back to our start and end. Yes, this is what I wanted. Okay, okay. So I'm not going to touch anything. We're done with this volumetric stuff. I hate messing with it. So we can see it encompasses it there. Oh, so good. And we can change the color. There we go. Okay. We got the fog set up. Don't touch anything, guys. Please come in, sit down, but just don't touch any of the stuff on the walls. Everything's delicately put. You know. Okay, so that looks okay, right? So you know, I've been liking that fracture modifier for stuff. So let's see if we could do something silly, where maybe there's a shattered window or something. So let's try to do that. We're gonna keep this up for aesthetic reasons. For the people coming by who are like, what's this guy doing? What's this guy? Ooh, there's so much candy on the screen. There's so much eye candy. Okay, so we're gonna make a cube, and we're going to make it thin. So let's look at it from above. I'm also gonna go into this mode here so I can see a little better. We're gonna make it super thin on the y-axis, and then we're gonna make it bigger. So let's make it big. You're not gonna be able to see it. We'll see what's happening. So I'm going to continue to do that. So let me hit Control A. Make sure to apply transformations. I forgot to do that. We're gonna make it nice and big, and we're gonna make it nice and thin. One thing I want to do with this immediately right off the bat is just get the material right. Let's just get the material right. So let's go, and we're gonna go into world settings here. Nope, object settings. And we're going to hit U, and we're gonna hit glass, and we're gonna play around with some gradients and some glass material. I don't usually like playing with glass. Oh, I forgot to save. Let me save this. Let me save this, guys. I use a software called Post Haste. It makes all my cut downs. Oh, sorry. It makes my whole folder structure, and that's what I like to do. Boom, folder structure created. Isn't that amazing, guys? Post Haste. If you do a lot of projects like I do, it is worth it. Okay. It's free, actually. I don't know why I'm saying it's worth the half. Livestream. What's today's date? 05/0/2022. I should have just read it. It's in the folder name. Okay, we're saving it. We're feeling good. We're taking Zen. Let's take a breath, guys. Let's make a glass material, but let's make it quick. I don't have time. So I'm going to do a basic thing by putting in a glass shader. That's the basic way to go about this. I usually don't like to use the glass shader, right? Because the glass shader, guys, is slow. And it can cause... Maybe my computer. On my computer, specifically, it just... I don't know. Sometimes it takes a long to compute, especially when I have a big project going on. No fun. Let's make the blend mode in the settings alpha blend. Let's make it have no shadow. We're going to do take out backface. And then think about why I can kind of see through it. You can kind of see the background there, huh? It's kind of interesting. Let's see if what's happening here is the IOR. So let's when you change the IR, it you could see the glass. You can see through the material here, which is kind of cool. Not through it, you can see a reflection. It's acting more like a mirror than it is a glass. Okay, so let's try and figure out if we can make this work for our purposes. We can make it rough, kind of like a rough glass there. We'll put the IR to 0. And then we'll be like, okay, cool. That's not glass. You can't see through it. Let's see if we can make it work. Usually, I think in cycles, it will be see-through. Let me see. Okay, it's not see-through in cycles. So let's go back. Maybe it's the fog. Yeah, we're gonna cheat this. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna force it to be invisible or it's transparent. So we're gonna go to mix shader, and we're gonna mix it with, you guessed it, transparent. There's also translucent, and I'm not sure what the difference is. So let's put translucent in here too. One's a lucent and one's apparent. You know what I mean? Know what I mean? All right. So transparent. We'll go in there. And now we can see through the glass. Now we can see through it. There it is. There's our glass. We can put the IOR in here. Put the roughness up. You can see we have a glass material in there. It looks okay. It just looks fine. Let's put some of this stuff where it needs to go. Oh shoot. Is my stream still going? I heard a noise. Well, hopefully it's still going. Okay. So there's our glass. It looks fine. And let's look at it from the outside. I'm going to put rendered view here too. Let's look at it from the outside. You see it has the reflections of a glass and all that stuff or whatever. Let's see what translucent is. I'm just curious. Is this not doing anything? Doesn't feel like it's doing anything. Maybe it's kinda. We're gonna stick with transparent. Because transparent works. Alright, we'll do 0.5, so test translucent, half glass. Half both. I'm gonna do a couple of things. I want to see if I can add in a texture into the noise to see if it does anything cool. We're trying to do some experimentation here. When you're putting something into a normal, which is the purple input of the nose, you gotta make sure to put a bump. That changes it into a purple. We'll put this distance into height, and then we'll put this into normal. Let's see what this does. Oh, look at that. It gives it a weird glass. Look at that. Listen, I look fancy. Are we fancy pants over here? Do we have stained glass? Is that what we're doing with our life? Is that... We fancy. We can make them in the squares, which looks fine. But when it's randomized, look at that. Look, we can even move it around. We got some interesting, glass panels here. Ooh, we're fancy. We could lower it, make it bigger, make it smaller. I was just curious how this looked, and it looks pretty rad. Let's do -1. think that probably is better. We could like literally put like the texture to be ridiculous. Like look at that. That looks like something you would buy like at a Winn-Dixie when you're on the shopping cart and you're like, I want that shiny thing, Mom. It's like, no, those are toxic. That has lead in it, you know? You know what I mean? Anybody? Anybody? I guess not. So, this looks fine. We'll put the distance one. I wanted to see what this would do. It does something pretty cool. For the glass, if we put color on here, would it make stained glass? Let's see. It does. It makes like the stained glass material. Ooh, fancy stuff. We can even control the color of the glass by putting in a color wrap, my favorite node. It's going to make it in black and white, but if we could just add in whatever colors we want. There it is, blue, and I guess it only does the reflections, so it's blue and pink. But you can have some colors in here. Kind of gives it a cool look here. Look at that material. It's like stained glass. Feeling fancy. You can fancy pants McGee over here. Okay, so we're going to leave that there. We'll put the scale down. Or the scale up, I should say. Let me put this a little closer here. There it is. It's looking pretty rad. We could also do a weird texture, right? We could do like a... Veroni's usually cool for this, but if you did something like if you did a wave texture, let's see how silly this looks. Oh, we have to do it on both. Hold on. And the height. So this could look cool, actually. Actually, I thought it was going to look stupid. It only looks kind of stupid. But it kind of gives like this very neat like effect here. If we rotate this on the Y, is it? We could have something angled out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And we could put the phase, and this can like phase out. This looks pretty rad. This will actually, we're gonna leave this on the back burner. We're gonna put this in our back pocket. We're gonna put this somewhere. We're gonna put this somewhere. We're gonna leave it in our mind. We're gonna take a breath. We're gonna take a breath. This looks actually, like I said, pretty freaking rad. Look at that. That looks like a little glass type of window thing here. Love this gradient going on. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's change this to saw. Let's see what this looks like. This probably looks dumb too. Okay, this looks dumber than the first one, but I can see how it could be useful. You know what I'm saying? It looks like a screen, and then we'll do triangle and see what that is. Triangle's pretty. It's a lot sharper. You know what I'm saying? A lot sharper. You're gonna see what I'm doing here, guys, in a moment. But we're having fun right now. We're gonna leave it the sign because I think sign looks the neatest, the nicest, the coolest, right? We're throwing in gradients. We're throwing some beauty. Drinking some coffee. You know what? I'm gonna take a second here. Let me take a breather. Let's go to break time. Do I have a break time view? It's me, but like in the corner here. Let me take a breath. Let me reassess my direction since I started out not knowing what I'm gonna do. I have a TV. It's going into the distance. There's fogs. There's gradients. There's glass. I think I'm gonna make the glass break. I'm gonna have shattered pieces of sharp glass everywhere with this texture that animates, right? So it'll animate like this. Zhoo, 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 while on the glass. Not realistic because it doesn't have to be. But we're gonna make it animate, and it's gonna be appealing. And maybe the only thing animating is the camera and the glass having that weird texture thing going on. Maybe we'll put something on the TV, maybe not. I think we need something at the bottom of the TV to kind of like drive attention upwards to the top of the thing, or maybe some stuff down there where we can like take a peek and stuff. Or maybe we'll do the basic basic baby thought and just put a little person on there and be like, this is a big TV. Big television's trying to take over. You know what I mean? So, uh, so, yeah, I think that's where I'm going. I think we're going in a good direction. We got the glass. It has a texture. It's feeling dandy. It's feeling nice. So, you know, anybody in chat out there, this is your time to shine. Tell me what you think. Tell me how you feel. How's everybody's day going? There's only 2 people watching me. Ugh. So, you know, let me know if you're here. All right, break's almost over. I'm gonna do 1 more minute break. You know, I'm gonna take a breather. You know what? I'm gonna put some eye drops in my eye. I look at a computer screen like 12 hours a day. It is insane how much I look at a screen, but it is insane how much it's paid my life. So putting eye drops. Okay. Putting my glasses back on. I see a chat came in. Sorry, I had my head down in some project revisions. Oh, man. No problem. This stream is just for me to yell into the ether. This is my form of Twitter. This is just me going, hello, anybody out there? How's your projects going? Projects going good? Okay, so let's see. Put the color. Alright, let's put back the Veroni texture for now. Which looks kind of cool, too. I didn't even put the color in here. This is freaking rad. Freaking rad. But I think the better one is this one. That's the one. If we're doing any sort of glass stuff in here, that's what we're gonna do. All right, cool. So we got our stuff going. We'll use this, but we're gonna keep that other one in the back burner. Zero IOR. And let's try putting a Fresnel. I'm gonna finish off this glass texture. I think it looks good. I'm overworking it now. Overdoing it. Let's see. It's kind of interesting the colors I got going on here. I can make it even more see-through. This is great with the Fresnel. Yeah, I've got a fair bit down recently. A few more biggish scenes to go. Nice. Nice. That's really good to hear. I think I said it in the beginning of the stream. I don't think you were here. But man, I was working on tracking. I'm doing a VFX shot. And it's a one shot. And it's like a 4-minute shot. And the camera goes in and zooms and unzooms and goes out and goes in. And there's like this whole thing. And it was the hardest shot I've ever tracked. Ever. And you know what software helped me? Blender. Blender's tracking is amazing. It did this really difficult shot and I mean, it took me 3 full days to get it tracked. But Blender did it. Not even After Effects. I was having so much trouble with After Effects with paid add-ons for tracking stuff like this. And Blender did it, man. Blender did it. Blender pulled through. Blender's freaking amazing. Anyway, I know what you're going through, somewhat, and I hope that I'm actually going through what you're going through, maybe in a year or two. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. I can convert over to some more 2D stuff soon enough. Okay, so for right now, I do like I like this glass, and we're gonna break it now. We have our glass material. It looks actually pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, 4 minute take, and I'm talking about every 4 minute was the most difficult thing because they would change the lens, like they'll zoom in with the camera, they'll be pushing in, they'll be tilting, they'll be oh my god, it was like everything that you can do to make the shot hard, they did. Um, they did one thing right, which they had a good green screen and good tracker, good markers. Um, but man, everything. If it wasn't for those markers, I don't think this shot could have been done. Like, it was insane. But it got me out of a slump. I figured out a puzzle. It was like a Rubik's Cube. And now I have the second hardest part, which is like all the green screen stuff. And then after I get that done, then I can do to the somewhat fun stuff where I'm adding stuff into the scene. And then the actual really fun stuff that lasts the shortest, which is adding in polish. Judd, good evening, good evening. Good to see ya. Or Jude? Hopefully I didn't say that wrong. Jude or Judd? No, it's Jude. It's Jude. It's Jude. All right, so let's break this glass. I've been dilly dallying here, having a good old time here. I'm gonna apply all transformations. I'm also gonna bring this glass up, maybe up here. I'll bring the glass there. Okay. You said yes, and then you spelt it. I assume it was the last one I said, Jude. Okay, let me break this glass. So there's an add-on on Blender, if y'all don't know. If y'all don't know. Called Cell Fracture. I was going to call it Fracture Modifier. Cell Fracture, I already have it activated. That's what I'm going to use to break up this glass. Now that we have the glass shader kind of figured out with some fun, beautiful gradients, the background's kind of figured out, we're going to save before this shatters. And then we're going to hit F3, and we're going to look for Cell Fracture. There it is. So here we are. Let's put on some settings. Let's do let's just do it as is. See what this does for us. It always does this. It always does it in a cube, and I hate it. So let's undo that. I'm also gonna put the glass in its own collection because it's gonna break it up into a ton of pieces. And we're gonna put glass.000 so we know it's the main one. Save again. I think usually to fix that square issue, you have to like subdivide it. Or maybe I just have to put in some noise here. Let's put noise, and let's put 1,000 for the source limit of its own particles. We won't do anything recursive yet. We'll do an interior group, so we can put the material. Match data, the mass it's gonna match the mass, show progress real time, recenter. Let's see. Okay, this is better. We're gonna undo, hit F3 again, Cell Fracture. Let's put 1 for the noise. Is that really what it is? That is what it is. So we got like these 3 giant pieces here. That's not what I want. Alright, let's do F3, Cell Fracture. Do I have to put 10,000? Is that something that I have to do? Okay, so it's still not doing what I want. I'm trying to see if, I know what I usually do. Like I said, I subdivide. But I just want to see if there's anything else I could do here. Besides subdividing. What if I don't want to subdivide? Huh? What if I don't want to subdivide? So we got all the mesh data. All this is good. Recursive shatter. So let's do recursive shatter. Let's do it twice. Let's see what that does for us. Boo. Terrible. All right, we'll subdivide. We'll bite. So we'll subdivide it. Actually, let me undo this and put an exact number here. All right, let me go into this different mode here. Also, let's put on another 3D view here so we can see what's happening. This is for the viewers. Okay. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we'll hit save one more time. We'll go to edit mode. We are in edit mode. We'll grab. We will right click. We'll hit subdivide. And we'll do it by 100. There it is. Very detailed subdivide there. Also, is it subdivided like 100 times here too? Oh my god. This is a crazy amount of subdivisions here. It's kind of insane. I wonder if I can make that cleaner. I think I can make it cleaner. Yeah, I think I could, but should I? Okay, thinking too much. Let's do cell fracture. Let's do 100 particles, and let's do it again. There it is. Oh, it's cutting up all our pieces. Maybe I shouldn't put recursive. Now it's adding in a crap ton of stuff. Look at this number go up. I'm at 95 pieces. The glass looks pretty rad though, right? Like it's looking pretty cool. We're gonna undo, and we're gonna try this again. I just want to make this cleaner. I think I am gonna change it. So I'm gonna just select one of these faces, hit Shift G, and do by normal. I'm gonna hit Alt I, and then I'm gonna erase all faces. Okay, and then I'm gonna select all these. I'm gonna extrude it on the Y by the tiniest amount. There we go. I'm gonna make sure to select all. Do what is it? Control N? Nope. Alt N. And do recalculate outside. Make sure all my normals are good. And I'm also going to select all of it. Hit U, unwrap, just to make sure that. I guess the sides just look that way. There's no way around that. That's fine. Let's look at the thickness again. Let's look how thick it is. It's pretty good. Okay, my geometry, I just wanted to clean out the sides. There was like way too many lines just going down, up and down the sides there. Alright. Oh, man, I'm like in the wrong spot here. Let me move myself. There we go. I was blocking the view. I was blocking the view. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. Alright. Okay, so let's shatter this glass again. We're going to take off recursive. That's what took so long. Or we're going to add in recursive, and we're going to make it shatter from the center of it. So let's do that. So I'm going to select the object. I'm going to hit cursor to selected. It's right in the center, I believe. I'm going to... I heard a noise again, and I thought maybe... Also, is there something happening here? Hold on. My right click is only moving the cursor. Like, where's my right click menu? What the heck is happening? Okay, my menu's back. Okay. That was so weird. My right click was only moving the cursor. What was I doing? I was setting the origin to the center of volume. There it is. I'm going to also put cursor to selected, which is perfect. Hit F3. We're going to do cell fracture, 100 particles, no recursion. Oh no, we're going to do a recursion, but we're going to do it from cursor close. And so it'll shatter out from the cursor. And I think we're good here. Let's see what this gives us. There it is. We got our shatter, and it's more broken in the center than it is around. And then we're going to try it one more time. I'm just testing out this cell cursor. Let's do cursor far, see what that looks like. Okay, it's building up. Looks like it's shattering the glass. Oh, then it shatters all the ends. There it is. Okay, okay. So we'll do it one last time, guys. Let's try 300 particles. Let's do cursor close. And then see what that gives us. A lot smaller pieces. Maybe I want more smaller pieces. So this is good. It's going to take a little bit. My computer's chugging. There it is. It's building up. This may be the one. Alright, there's our shatter, and it's mostly shattered around the center, which is pretty cool. Also pretty cool how when we go into the fog, it turns yellow. It's like pretty cool. Alright, so there's our glass. It is all in this crazy thing. We're going to put it in a new collection called Shattered Glass. Shattered Glass. Beautiful. There it is, shattered glass. We're gonna take off the original glass piece, and we're gonna see all these pieces here. Luckily, we don't need them. Oh no. Oh, okay. So the material, you can see that they're all like super tiny, which is not what I want. So I'm going to make it smaller. See what that does. There it is. It gives it a little bit of a better. Or let's see what happens when we do it this way with the lines. I like the lines, you know what I mean? Like they look kind of cool. And then if you phase them through, so we'll do the lines for now for the beautiful shatter. Oh man, it looks so, I love the gradient. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to give all these pieces I want to give all these pieces I'm losing my train of thought here. Physics properties. And I want there to be no gravity. So let me make sure gravity is turned off. Well, we're not gonna turn it off here. We're not gonna do it on the scene level. We'll do it on the normal level here. So I'm gonna get this piece, and I'm going to go into the properties. Let's see if I remember this correctly. We're gonna add in a physics property. Here we go. Here we go. And we're going to put a rigid body. And we're gonna do a mesh. And we're gonna hit play, see what happens here. So my piece falls. Also, am I at real time? Hold on, what is the... I want to see how fast it's going. Not real time. This is 17 frames a second. So there we go. We're going down. Beautiful, right? So that's good. So let's do it to the rest of them. So I'm gonna select all of these guys. This whole collection. And I'm going to, let's see, what is it? Control L? I don't want to link. It's not mesh data. Hold on. Do I have the copy modifier on? It's a good add-on. Let's see. It's called copy attributes. It is here. Happens when we do Control C. So let's do Control C. And this gives us the copy attributes menu so that we can use to copy to the rest of the pieces. So one of them has physics. So we're going to copy the rest of them. Copy link groups, constraints. Hey man, gotta go. Spitfire, thank you for even stopping by. You're working, so I appreciate it. I hope you have a great day or great evening or great night. Take care. Hopefully have that chat later this weekend. For sure, I'm open. I'm open to it. Just let me know. I know you're a busy man, but so am I guess. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. It's gonna look good. You'll see it on the Insta tomorrow. Have a good one. Alright, so Control C gives us that menu. And I thought it was here. Is it a modifier? It's not a modifier, right? No. There used to be a way that I used to do this very easily, and now I don't remember. Tools. View. We're gonna these are the things that slow you down, man. Alright, there's a couple things I'm gonna deactivate just for my sake. I'm gonna deactivate this add-on and the IV generator. Just real quick. It's just for me. IV generator. Blender. Hey. There we go. Okay. Okay, so how do I copy this? God dang it. Let's go here. Maybe it's this way. I right click and I hit. We're gonna figure this out. There's definitely a button for this. It's gonna be very useful once I figure it out here. All right. I did it before. This is why this is upsetting me. Okay. So let's try a couple things. We'll do object. Oh, that's what it was. It was objects. Rigid body. Or it's one of those, but we're going to do it's one of these menus. I know it. I absolutely know it. Transform, set align, mirror, copy, clear, apply, snap, duplicate, join, blah blah blah. Asset, nope. Parent, nope. Collection, relations, constraints, track, link, animation. I think it's rigid body. Rigid body. Copy from active. There it is. There it is. It's hidden in a menu. So what this is going to do is that one of my objects has a rigid body, like it has a rigid body physics on it, and this should apply to all of them. So now when I click on these, they all have it. So now when I hit play, they all kind of shatter. Look at that. Which is kind of cool, right? And then we have it shattered right here in this one little tiny moment in time. And this is where we can add in some stuff here that would be cool for the thing, right? I like it. Let's see what other things we could do. Can we make it not immediately shatter? You know what I mean? Can we make it... Look at that. That shit immediately shatters. Awesome. Alright, let's change the settings of 1. I wish we could just link all this settings, man. It'd be so much easier. So let me select the first one. Select the rest of them. Objects. Rigid body. Okay, I hit connect. I wonder if this is what I'm looking for. This is so interesting. I hit connect and I made these, like, all these rigid bodies. Let me take this ugly thing off here. they're all super attached. Like it's shattered, but they want to stick together. That's so interesting. Let's see if we could do some other fun stuff with this. I have not played with this stuff. Oh, and it crashed. That's what happens when you do physics. Let's hope that I can recover this. I hope I saved. Recover, autosave. Today at 3:09. Is it 3:09 right now? It must be in the future, because... Is this it? Nope, that's my project. Oh no. I didn't save. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this relatively quickly. Okay, we got the glass. We know what we want. We're in there. We'll right click. We'll set the origin to the volume. We'll put the cursor to the selected. We're here. We'll go into put rendered mode here and put rendered mode there for you to see. We'll save. We're going to deactivate a couple things here. We'll deactivate the IV generator if I remember. Oh, they're all deactivated. We're going to F3, hit cell fracture. We'll do 300 particles because that's what we had it. We'll do one recursion. We'll do an interior group, and we'll do cursor close. This should hopefully get us there. But what we need to do is... Oh, it works. Okay, good. So let's build up the pieces here. Ba 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 ba. Is it gonna crash again? Oh no, not responding. Okay, we're having some Blender issues. But we were going places. Me and you, Blender. Me and you. This see what my processes are looking like here. Oh, it did it. It did it. It did it. It did it. It did it by itself. Good. Close one. Let's maximize this. We will hit save. Oh no, we'll hit M to new collection. Put glass shards. That's what we'll call this. Good stuff. And now we're here. We'll look at this piece, see that it's all good. We'll make sure to deactivate the original cube. Good stuff. And then we're gonna fix the glass, and by doing that is by putting the scale down. There you go. We got the scale down there. For the material of the glass, let's see if showing backface does anything or backface culling does anything. It does not. Show backface kind of gives us like the insides. We can see the insides of the glass. So I'm gonna show that for now. And then what we're gonna do is okay. Then we're going to do is we're gonna hit save. So if we crash, we're back here again. We're gonna go to the first shell shard, which is the bottom left one, I guess, and we're gonna add in the constraints that we want, or the faces that we want. And what we want is a rigid body, active. The settings, I guess 1 kilogram. Dynamic, we're gonna do a mesh deformation. Deform mesh, that's fine. Surface response, friction, blah blah blah. Do I have, oh, there's no presets. I wish it was like a presets for glass so I could just do that immediately. Sensitivity, margins, friction, that's all. I think the sensitivity margin is what I want to do here. Collision margin, thresholds of distance near surface where collisions are still considered. Burst results when not 0. Let's put this to 0.1. 0.1. In hopes that my glass doesn't immediately shatter when we get everything. Okay, so then I'm going to choose all my glass here. We're going to go into the object, out of edit mode. We're going to go into the objects and then go to rigid body and put copy from active. And then we're also going to do a calculate mass. And I guess we have glass here, right? Would ice weigh the same as glass? There's no glass here. There's air, acrylic, asphalt, beans, brick, brass, bronze, cardboard, cast iron, chalk, concrete, cork, copper, glass, broken. There it is. That's beautiful. And glass solid. Okay, glass broken. All right. That's all calculated. I'm going to hit save again. And then I'm going to hit play, see what happens. Alright, what I'm going to do is I have it all selected. The one that is selected is the top one, right? There's so many glass pieces. Okay, so I selected my top piece. I'm going to change something here. I'm going to put the margins up. I said it was 0.04 before. I'm going to put 0.01 and see if that makes it not shatter. We'll go to object. Also, I'm going to put this in my quick menu. So rigid, copy from active. Okay, there we go. Copy from active. There it is. Now let's see what that does. We'll hit save. It shatters again. Like, I mean, it shatters in a cool way though. You know, so it's kind of cool. Even goes out the camera and stuff. That's fun. Alright, let's go back. Let's change this to 1. Is it higher or lower? I'm not even sure. We'll do copy from active. We'll do it again. Okay, it's definitely not 1. That shattered so much faster. Crap was insane. Alright, it's definitely 0.001. Let's see if that helps. We'll do a copy from active. What if this is 0? I know it says not to do 0, but what if it is? Is there any way for this not to to shatter just instantaneously? If anybody's used these things. Alright, we're an hour and 43 minutes and we're getting close to something beautiful. We're getting close. I can feel it. Alright, maybe we'll put the friction down. Alright, maybe not. Let's go to dynamic. Alright, I have this thing here called deactivation. Enable deactivation. When deactivation of resting bodies increase performance's abilities but can cause glitches. And this says here, start deactivated. Deactivate rigid body at the start of a simulation. Okay. So they're deactivated. And they are, yeah, they are transferring over. Okay. Woo! A lot of scrolling. Okay. Linear velocity deactivation threshold. Linear value below which simulation stops simulating object. I hope we put this higher. Alright, let's try this again. Cool. What if we put this at like 10? Alright, so 15. Alright. Alright, let's see. Now if we move something towards it, let's see if that does anything for us. I'm just testing out. I haven't used this stuff in forever. So I'm just gonna make this ball animate from here. We're also gonna make it a rigid body here. Or should it be collision? Let's do rigid body animated. And we're gonna animate its location here. And we'll move it forward just 10 frames. And we'll put it through here. And we'll animate here. Location. So then it goes through. Let's see what happens. Does it simulate? So that's pretty cool. It breaks it through, but it like shatters. Like it like goes. It shatters all directions. I'm sure there's a tutorial out there for glass. I'm not gonna watch it. just not gonna watch it. So what if we put passive? So same thing. It shatters all around. We'll do active. What if it was like really small? Interesting. What if we made it smaller? Yeah, this like just makes it explode. Is there any way not to make it explode? Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Is I see another thing here that's gonna be useful. Let's go all the way down to the bottom. Dynamic, active. Alright. Let's see. Nice. Welcome back, Jiraj. It's looking pretty good. I'm just trying to figure out, but also not spend too much time on this. I just want something to look decent here. But it looks ridiculous. To use the fracture add-on? I did, but what I'm having trouble with is all this dynamic stuff. Like, it always explodes immediately, and that's no fun. Alright, we're gonna have to abandon some of this stuff so we can continue making a pretty image. We're about almost 2 hours in. I have to spend the last hour kind of like finishing it up here. What if we made it passive? Alright, let's try this. Okay, we gotta start wrapping. I'm gonna spend the next 10 minutes. Yeah, the next 10 minutes figuring out some of this glass stuff. If not, we're just gonna have to deal with it. We're gonna have to work with what we have, and we're gonna move forward. No time to be a perfectionist. No time for it. So let me figure out a couple other things that I can possibly do. So right now when I play it, it goes like this, which is cool. I can art direct this a little better. You know, move some pieces where I want them to go or whatever. So one thing I can do is I'm gonna save. Let me test out a couple things here under the rigid body connect. So it's gonna connect them all in a certain way that I'm gonna choose right now. Let's see. Alright, so let's do, instead of fixed, we'll do generic spring. Let's see what this does. This may crash Blender. Oh. We're going to chain by distance. This is gonna be weird. Alright. Let's hit play. This looks like a wild mess. But it looks a little bit better for my purposes. Let me take off all these ugly lines. Pretty interesting. What if we did it by select to active? Let's hope that doesn't crash. These are the settings that are gonna like crash Blender. Look, it's already gone. Okay, there we go. We're back to the beginning. All right, let's try a different one. Let's do object, rigid body. Let's do connect one more time. Alright, so instead of generic, let's do a slider. I don't know what these do, by the way. I'm just playing around here. I know kind of what it does. I don't know what it's gonna do. And let's see what that looks like. That was obscene. Alright, let's do one more. What is it? I still got 7 minutes to play around with this before I should move on with my life. We'll do a connect. Instead of slider, let's do hinge. That looks insane. Instead of hinge, let's do piston. Okay. We'll just leave it normal. So some things I want to do to try and control some of this stuff is let's go into so we got our glass. Our glass is looking great. No constraints on it, right? Good. Good. No constraints. It seems to blow up. We're gonna have to get over it, even though I wish I could figure out a way not to do this. So we got our glass here. Let's do let's add in a force field, and let's do a vortex. All right, and let's see what this does. Doesn't do much, just kind of shatters here. But let's put the vortex and make it stronger. Let's put the strength up to 10. See what it does now. So let me make sure gravity is off. I said I wasn't going to disable it here, but I'll do it right here. And the rigid body world, let's do 600 here. 600 frames. Step, split, impulse, constraints. Okay. Field weights. Well, I guess I can take that and I'll take gravity off there. Okay. Just took off some gravity. I just want to see what it does without gravity. And let's do a vortex, but let's do it negative. So it's going to be negative 100. Let's see what that does. Is it doing anything? Do these force fields not work on rigid bodies? I thought they did. Never mind. I thought a force field would do something. Really? Am I doing something wrong? What am I doing wrong? Man, I wish I could help with. I wish I had more knowledge on physics. Yeah, I don't know. I would have sworn that physics was affected by the forces. I would have swore, unless it changed or something happened, but it doesn't feel like they're being affected right now. Which sucks. Which is fine. We're just have to, like I said, we're at the point where we have to move forward. This is part of the live stream. This is part of life. Sometimes you get dealt a hand and you're performing at the peak of your ability. I think you need crazy big strength in force fields. All right, let's try that again. So I have force. I'm gonna do crazy, like you said, crazy. It's like one. Let's do 10,000. 10, 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Points. Let's add in a couple more zeros. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Unless there's... Oh, there could be something where I have to add it as a effector collection. Okay, that might be it. So I'm gonna hit M. I'm gonna put effector collection. We're gonna move the force field into the effector collection, which is here, and then we're gonna add in the effector collection. There it is. Maybe that's what it is. Nope. Still nothing. Weird, right? Some weird stuff. Because that's the effector collection. It is in it. Blah, blah, blah. You know. I feel like gravity's not even affecting it. It's weird. Okay, so we'll take gravity off. It feels kind of frustrating, to be honest. Yeah, like I'm doing all the things. This is what can be frustrating when you're doing Blender and stuff. Is like, yeah, I'm doing all the things right? Like I'm doing the effector collection. Maybe it's because I haven't saved. Sometimes that's a thing. So I'm gonna save. Because sometimes this saves as a cache. Maybe we can clear the cache here. Nope, it's definitely baked really fast, so that means it knows what it's doing here. Hold on. Super frustrating. So we're gonna delete bake. We have the cache settings, constraints. It wouldn't be in the constraints, right? Rigid body, blah blah blah. Gravity's here. We got units. Rigid body world, split impulse, constraints, blah blah blah. When we go into one of the glass shards, there's no special setting that I have to put, right? Rigid body, da da da, dynamic, collision, deform, deforming mesh, server's response, sensitivity, collection, dynamic, deactivation. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to. I'm gonna have to move forward because it is definitely not behaving the way. I'm gonna save, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save. I'm gonna close and reopen Blender. I want to see if that is it. Like, what is this yellow line? Oh, never mind. I know what it is. Weird, man. It is frustrating. It is super frustrating. Force field. Point. Affect location. Rotation. Wind factor, sphere, power? Like, what is it? Okay. We're gonna have to move forward. Okay, so we'll get rid of the effector collection as much as I want to sit here and fiddle with it all day. We'll do that. We will figure out what we need to do next. So we have our glass. This is kind of the aesthetic that I wanted. I think I might want to set it so I'm gonna just bake it, like bake the whole thing, just so I don't have to keep doing this. So where is it? It's under the scene settings, rigid bodies. We'll hit. Excuse me. Let's set up these settings a little higher. What if we did? These are subsets, right? Subsets. If we did like 20 subsets, would that be crazy? Alright, we're baking everything. Alright, it's baked. So now we can get a good look here. And then we can always add more to the glass, and we can delete and do some art direction here. Alright. There we go. Alright, so I like this glass, and I think I'm going to apply all the glass on where it's at. I like where it's exploded. We can move things around. So let's go to Object, Rigid Body, Apply Transformations. I think that makes it so. Alright, let's go back. Do right about there. Okay. We'll move those pieces. What I wanted to do is I wanted to just freeze this. I wanted to apply this. I thought it was apply transformations. I guess it's not. Let's do bake to keyframes. That's what I'm going to do. Start and end frame. We're just going to do 29 to 29 because that's where I want it. And now my glass is broken and frozen in time. Great. Beautiful. Alright, so now let's get these pieces. And we're going to duplicate them and just keep adding them into the space here. But first we're going to do some movement of this glass. So we'll move, oops. We'll move this over here. You know, we'll do some pieces. And we'll art direct them. I'm looking on the left side here. Kind of where the glass pieces are. I don't want any tangents. You know, maybe make this one a little bigger. Grab. There we go. Maybe this piece is a little bigger. And, you know, we can sneakily try to make them point in the same direction. Like if we're trying to, you know, put some manipulation on our viewers here. We'll grab this piece. Kind of like that. There we go. This guy can be a little better. See? Boom. That looks beautiful. We're getting there. We're making something beautiful here. So one thing I want to do is, I like how this looks, etc., etc., except I want it to go further into the distance. So I'm going to do is, I'm going to just duplicate this entire hierarchy of glass that's all in one place. And we're going to call this .000. And we're going to copy the entire thing. Duplicate collection. We're .001. Actually, not duplicate. Can we do a duplicate link? Yes. So everything here I think is linked, right? It is. Beautiful. So we're going to get this whole collection. We're going to do... Oh, actually, instead of duplicate link, can we just do it this way? Can we hit Shift A, collection instance, and we're going to do an instance of the glass shards. Because we don't really need to change much about it. We just want it to be existing further back here. So we'll do one further back here. Maybe we'll make it bigger. I think there needs to be two. So let's put one back here. And we'll do another one. Collection instance shards. And there we go. And we'll make this one much bigger. Maybe the pieces are bigger over here. And I'm actually gonna move them so that I can get them up in this corner here. You can see them off in the distance here. There you go. Cool. So we got a bunch of glass that we're feeling good through. Look at that. Look at all that glass that we're doing, and then we got these big pieces. There's a couple things here I want to do. Let's go to view. Let's put our thing to 5,000. So we can see more glass back there. And then same thing with the camera. So let's go to the camera. Let's put this to 10,000. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter. You can't really see it anyway. There you go. Something that's ruining my look here is the second version of this. So let's move this back. Oh, it's not ruining it. Interesting. What happened here? How did I move these? Alright. I may be making this a little too busy. So maybe we'll take away all that. Yeah, we'll take away the second one. Or the first, or the one right behind it. So we got a big one. Big one's in the back. Get one's in the front there. There we go. This is looking good. I don't like these tangents, so that's why I'm going to do this. We're going to rotate this. Okay. Alright, cool, cool, cool. Alright, we got an hour to add in a couple more things here, and then we can move forward with ourselves here. So I just checked a little on the physics, and it seems like it should work by default, so I don't know. I agree! I wonder what was happening. It's okay. We've moved forward. Thanks for looking it up, though, Jiraj. Thanks for making me feel sane and not feel like I'm going crazy with what the heck is happening with the streams. Or with the physics. Alright. So now we're getting this. Let's take off the thirds and stuff so I can see it myself here. Let's go here and let's do some thinking now. We got the glass that I wanted. I think it's really cool. And then, you know, we have like a thing where we're gonna animate here. You know, we can animate this glass kind of moving out like that, or we can add in this guy right here where we can do this. Make the scale bigger like that, and then we can have some offset here kind of like a staticky type of thing. I kind of like that. So I'm gonna do a value input, or an input value, and I'm gonna do a frame on this guy, but I'm also gonna add in a math node. There's no time node here. That's only in, yeah, unfortunately that's only in, oh wait, could I do the particle? Hold on. Okay, that's not gonna work. Let's do a math node. We'll do divide, and we'll put that in the phase. There you go. Let that load. This is obviously going way too fast. Let's make it go a little slower. Alright, I wonder what these pieces keep moving in my way for. What is this? Oh. Oh. Oh, I know what's happening. I know exactly what's happening. Lame. Okay, so all these pieces have a keyframe that I put on it that I thought... Yeah, they all have keyframes. So let's go to the dope sheet and erase that ugliness. We're gonna just select all of these guys. And then, okay, and then I'm gonna have to art direct for the last time. So delete keyframes, delete keyframes, delete keyframes, delete keyframes, delete keyframes. There's so many. We'll just delete all keyframes. There we go. Okay. Now we can art direct the glass and it not affect things. Jeez. I had such a good setup before. Okay, that's fine. It's all fine. There we go. We'll move this from the tangent. We'll get this guy. We'll rotate it up. We'll make this one a little bigger. We'll grab this here. We'll move that here. Maybe we can rotate this on the Y so it's not affecting it. So rotate Y 180, so this is upside down now. So that's good. Kind of fades in the background. That's good. Get this guy. We'll put him over here. There we go. Cool. So now when this moves, it should be working. In the shader editor, let's get this glass. I want this to be in the negative. I think it's moving the wrong way. So we'll do frame negative. There it is. I just think this way it looks more aesthetically pleasing for some reason. Maybe it should all be all the directions should be leaning towards the TV. Let's do that. That. There we go. Can't really tell what the glass is here. So we'll make the top exactly how it is right there. There it is. Okay, this is still going a little fast for me, so let's make it slower, maybe 5. There it is. Alright, so that's looking pretty cool. I like this negative space here, kind of leads up to the eye. Maybe you'll put like a thing there. So for this TV, we have the TV kind of pointing in a direction there, kind of hitting us up front and center. Maybe we'll make it a little bigger. Okay, let's mess with some of this glass material a little more. Let's see if we added a Fresnel. Fresnel can give that like that extra color, which is kind of cool. And this color comes from this transparent, right? Yep. And we can kind of art direct this glass here, so it can really match in with our what we're trying to do here: green, purple, red. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep it so we know that white looks pretty good. So we'll try some different colors here. Alright, also still a little too fast. Let's do 10. I think it just moves fast for some of these guys. So maybe I should try doing something like this. See what this looks like. No, never mind. How about normals? And reflection. Yeah, let's go back to generated. Let's go even slower. I guess I just... Okay, so for this particular guy, if we do like an unwrap and then we did UV, alright, I'm going to select all the glass shards. So select all. I'm going to go in the edit mode and I'm going to unwrap all of them. So let's do that. See what this looks like. And now let's do UV instead. Alright, so I'm going to select them all again. Unwrap. I'm going to do cube projection. And let's see what happens here. It gives it a little slower, right? So if it's a 10. So this front one, I would like it to move. So let me rotate it. I want it to be more facing. I want all the lines kind of like... Alright, I'm going to select this face, do unwrap cube. I'm going to go in the UV editor. I really want to dictate some of these directions here. So let's go to the UV editor. Alright, and let's select this guy and we'll rotate him 90. How about we rotate him 90 again? Alright, let's just rotate him by hand. Let's see. Yeah, I should be rotated 90. There we go. Rotate 180. There it is. We're going to select this face and we're going to do the same. We're going to rotate it in a way that makes sense for the static. There we go. Alright, let's do this with the rest of these and then we'll move forward. I may end up just getting the other one. So for this guy, same thing. We're going to select this face. We'll rotate him 90. Beautiful. rotate 90. Rotate 90. There it is. You see, I'm getting all the pieces kind of the face the same way. Very importante for me right now. Let's rotate this guy. I want them all rotating to look at this guy. There we go. This one's going in the reverse direction. So let's just rotate the whole piece. The same thing with this guy. There we go. This one's on a tangent. Don't like it. Maybe we'll make one a little bigger. Alright, these are pointing a good direction. Let's do this. And then this one can rotate. Right here. Okay. Alright, they're all relatively rotated and kind of go in the same direction. Something we need to change though is this color though. Alright, let's put in a hue saturation for this glass here. So let's put a color, hue saturation. Nothing has changed, but you'll see that I don't like that green. So let's switch it. Alright, let's change the green. Change this back to white. Alright, switching up some colors here. I'm not going to add in a second color. I mean, maybe that green's good, right? I'm like trying to get rid of the green, but maybe it's good. Maybe it's good. We'll keep it for now. We'll save. Okay, so let's see. Do we still like the color for the TV? Let's see. I have no idea where this color is coming from. It's yellow, but I thought I had a... I thought I had a color going in here. Is the yellow literally coming from the background? I think so. Let's go to the world. It's probably from the background. There we go. We could change the colors of the background. It's good stuff. Let's see. Let's play around with some colors here. Oh, it's here. This is what's making the colors. Alright, I think this stream might end in a decent time today, because I already got something I'm already enjoying. Alright. Okay. So, let's think out loud here. So I have these colors that are dictating that green. This is where that green's coming from, I think. It is. And maybe the green's a happy accent, so we're going to keep the green. And then we're also going to rotate this. Nope. Rotate this. Okay. Where's our thing? Oh, it's up here. Alright, I think it's good where it is. Oh, you're nitpicking. I gotta stop. Got some colors, looking good. Okay. This looks good. It's like in your face green. This is like, we're doing green. This is softer. This is more green. Alright, and then we're gonna do some volumetrics here. Or should we do bloom? Bloom is nice. Anyway, we're gonna do check out some of these settings. I'm gonna remember these settings. 35, 37. Okay, because this is gonna change a lot on how this is gonna look. Cool. So then another thing I'm gonna do. I kept the same 35, 37. So I guess I like it. Alright, I'm also gonna add in the blur. Let's add in blur. And by blur, I just mean camera depth of field. So let's add depth of field, and we're gonna do the TV. We're gonna put in blurry. I wonder why it's not as blurry. There's something here. Depth of field. Is it because we're working on a small scale? Guess so. Maybe it's I have to put in a certain camera. Like, what if I put? It's like a sensor size. Let's do full frame. Or how about red? keep it moving. Okay, we got the frog controller. Let's see what that does for us. I like the green, but I don't know. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it off. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can maybe we'll put something on the TV here. Let's do that. Let's do that. I feel like anything else we're adding in, you know. Should I already add the camera shake? Should just the TV shake? Maybe the TVs are coming from the bottom. Maybe that's a cool thing. Kind of leads up to it. Smashing through. I think, yeah, it leading up to it adds in that extra little bit of detail. I think that's pretty cool. Should it go directly up? Let's see if we move it. Like it's coming downwards, you know? Should it be at an angle? Probably an angle. Let's do an angle. The glass also breaks it apart. Should it go the other way? Should I move that glass? Let's see. No, yeah, I should definitely go from left to right here, and we should probably move this glass just so it's like you can kind of see it. There you go. Alright, alright. We're getting somewhere. Alright, and then for the glass, let's just make sure, last thing before we start putting stuff on the TV. Let's just make sure that we don't absolutely love the Veroni texture on it. So let's do Veroni. And the color here. And then we'll also put in the movement here. There it is. Yeah, I think the lines probably work better. So let's go back. Alright, the thing that I actually wanted to focus on is the right in the front of the screen here. So I put the cursor there, I'm gonna put in a empty, and I'm gonna put in a circle. I can't see it, it's under extras, right? There it is. I'm gonna put this under this utility. And then I'm gonna put in focus. So then when I go back into my camera, I go to television. Nope, camera. Go to the camera here. The focus should be on focus. There it is. It's very subtle, but I just then I'm absolutely sure that it's like right on the TV. All right. Just for my purposes, what does it look like? The other way. 1920 by 1080. Oh, it's gonna look good. Okay. Good, good, good. Alright. So there we go. Let me just add in the camera stuff I always do at the end now, so I don't have to do it later, since this is so easy and I always do the same thing. Let's go to the graph editor. Let's go to the first frame. Let's go to the camera here. I'm gonna hit save. I'm gonna hit I on all of these. Very good. We're gonna go into the first one, go to N. Actually, the first one I want to do is Y. We'll do Y first. We'll go to modifiers. We'll go to add modifiers. We'll add in a noise. Where's my noise? If I did add, that would be better, right? Alright, so the scale, I'm going to put the, maybe not add, it should be replaced. Alright, so if we just play this, we'll see that it's super crazy. We'll do it very little and less often. Hit home. Still too often. Or maybe it should just be less strength. No. Put the strength to 2, put the scale to 50. 100. 150. Strength of 1.5. And then for the restrict, we'll restrict it from 0 to... Does it start at 0? Nope, it starts at 1. We'll restrict it from 1 to 600. And we'll blend it out between 100 frames. There it is. Alright, that's 1. Let's copy this modifier with that little button there. We'll copy it onto this one and copy it onto the Z. We'll go into the X. We'll make sure to put the offset. We'll put the offset to 100. And on the Z, we'll put the offset to 200. I like this, but I want this particular guy to still be in this shot here. So we're going to put him up here. There you go. Let's see what that looks like. Alright, this glass is cutting into this, I think, right? Is that what's happening? Oh no, it's just like almost blurry, almost not. Is that what's happening? It's because we could see through it. I think that's what's the issue here. Alright, we'll put it back how it was. Maybe make it just smaller. There we go. And then maybe make this guy smaller. Maybe make it point the right way. And then this guy right here, maybe make him a little bigger. Kind of fill up more of this dead space here. Bring this guy up. Bring this guy up. Make him smaller. Don't like this guy behind here. Well, I guess we'll get over it. There you go. Just cutting up some of this negative space here. Okay, camera stuff all set. Look at that. All the polish is almost done. All right. All right. Okay, so now let's do the TV. This is looking fantastical. We'll hit save. And now we will figure out this TV sitch. Oh great, it's its own piece. That's awesome. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to our shaders. We're going to go to our materials. We'll call this television. We'll make a new material. We'll click on the television one. We'll duplicate it and we'll call this television screen. I put screen. Okay, so now we got the television screen. We're gonna select just the screen, and I can just do that with L, right? Because that just grabs the screen. Amazing. We're gonna apply the second one, and now we're gonna start messing with what is gonna appear on this screen. Let's see, what could we put on here that would be cool? Well, it'd be a cool thing. Maybe it should just be the grease monkey. Maybe some letters. We'll see. Let's see. So we're definitely going to mix it with the base color. And we're going to mix. Like if we take this off, it'll just turn white, right? And we can control the screen here. So I'm going to put this here just to make sure. Just for it to be there. Alright, let's see what can we put on here. Maybe we can make a reference to one of my old things. One of my old renders from the live streams. So let's see. Let's do it. Input, texture, image texture. We will do the same thing here. Add this guy here. Except this time we'll cut this. Alright. And let's see what's what ones we got here. Let's see. From the last live stream. Let's see what happens when we put this in here. Alright, let's check the UVs. I think something's happening here. This could be the editor. There it is. Oh, it's upside down, so let's rotate it 180. Meta. What's interesting here is that, yeah, I'm getting reflections. Get some sort of reflection here. What is that reflection? Is it reflecting itself? What is that? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna unwrap it. Oh, I guess it unwraps the same way. Oh, I know what's happening. Okay. I know what's happening. It's this metallic here. Nope, it's not the metallic, it is the roughness. So let's put this metallic back. Let's take the roughness off. Or is it the normal? Metallic? Okay, I guess it was the metallic. Let's put the normal back. Let's put the roughness back. Oh, it is the normal. But it's also the metallic, isn't it? It is. It's all of it. Oh, oh, okay. Maybe this is what's happening. I don't know. We got the UVs. We got the 0. Put the 0 in there. All right. That's fine. That's fine. It's because I messed with the UVs. I messed with the UVs. So the UVs are usually right here in this corner. Can I pick a specific UV? Alright, let me turn back the dial of time. We have time. Let's erase this. We're going to start over. We're going to go out of edit mode, erase this. Oh no, we have to undo it all. Okay. Alright. I think we're good now. Alright, let's add in the image. And the image looks like the UVs at the bottom right corner here. That's what all these are about. I'm going to do a separate UV. But can I pick a specific UV? Let's see. Search for UV. UV map. Great. So I'm going to make another UV map. This is such a funny way to do this. Image. So it's traditionally going to do this UV map, but I'm going to do the image UV map here. Because I'm specifically going to get this, unwrap, cube projection. Put this over here. So the rest goes fine, except we have the image. We'll go back to normal, and then we'll attach this to this UV. And now when I put the image on here, it should work. There we go. With all the stuff and everything good. Okay. Alright. What a hassle. But we did it. I just wanted to see if this was good, if it was possible. We done good. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to mix these images together, and I'm gonna do a full multiply, and then put that here instead. There it is. So you can kind of see it. You can see the TV. You can still see the reflections and stuff on it and stuff. Or should it be in emissions? Huh? Let's see. If we put bloom on, and we put this to be in emissions instead. So let's put the regular TV screen on here. And then put this color under emissions down here, and then we blast this emissions it is intense. Ah, so bright. Alright, let's put it back to normal. Alright, so I'm gonna make this flicker. It doesn't matter what's on the screen right now, we'll switch it with some other stuff. But we're gonna make it flicker, maybe add in some stuff here. So that's good. Instead of multiply, let's try add. It's gonna make it really bright. Alright, so we're gonna put it down to like where it's barely on, maybe like 0.2. We're gonna go to the first frame. We're gonna add in a keyframe. We'll go to graph editor. Nope. Well, yes. But let's go to the shader node. We have to like select it for some reason, I think. There it is. Now it's chosen. Now you can see it. Now it's the default value, principal shader. This is where we are going to place. Oh, it goes way too dark. Let's go home. We'll put the strength up. Alright, so the scale's way too high. So let's put the flickering on much brighter. But let's put the strength down. And let's just bring this keyframe up on the X, on the Y. There we go. Alright, so the lowest it is on this thing is like right around here. That's the lowest. So let's see what our lowest one we can do here. Let's zoom in a little closer so we can have some more fine grain here. Alright, just about there. A little too bright. Let's bring it down. Alright, now let's bring back our lowest again. Let's zoom in. Our lowest dips down to like here. So let's bring this down again. Alright. Not sure how I feel about this. Maybe we'll put the scale down to 10. Not the scale, sorry. The scale down up to 100. But put the strength down to 2. And then we'll bring this down. So it just oscillates a little bit. Maybe we'll put it to 1. And then we'll bring this down on the Y again. And we'll do 1.3. Nope, 1.1 and we'll be fine. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find some free static video. Static TV video. Is it let's see. We're looking for it. Ooh, there's some good ones here. Alright, so I'm just looking for some free static on the website Pexels. I think I see some good ones here. Alright, I found one. I'm going to download it here. So we can add some of this static on there. Grease Monkey, 22, 10 media. There we go. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. That's one. Now let's add this static. Okay. So we got it flickering up and down, which is neat. So we'll go back up. Let's see if we can combine some stuff in here. And we're going to combine it with this. So let's add in a texture. Image texture. There we go. Go to the slick click, auto refresh, repeat. We're gonna use all of them. Thank you. I appreciate it, Jiraj. I appreciate it. We're about to add the static. Coming in for the good stuff here. All right. So let's go here. Let's do add. We're gonna add these guys together. We may maybe multiply, but we will see. And now let's see what this looks like. Alright, I think we're gonna need some different stuff here. Let's try multiply. Oh, also for the UVs, we'll have to put this guy here. And instead of add, we'll do multiply. We're gonna offset it. I wonder if we could, this may be crazy. I wonder if we could go to vector, go to math, vector math, and we're gonna add in the static to the image itself. Let's see if that works. Let's see what that does, huh? Let's see. Let's do add, or no, multiply. Alright, let's do a map. This could work. This could still work. Let's do a map. Okay, maybe not. Maybe divide. Okay, maybe it is add. And instead of multiplying here, we add here. Alright, and then we're going to add in a color ramp between the adding. There we go. We can really control this here. Let's flip these. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Instead of this add, let's do a mix. Maybe that'll work. We'll mix this and this. I think we may be able to get something here. Something crazy. There you go. Okay, let's see. Okay, I see the character in there. Okay, we can still do this. We can still do this. You could see him. But he's upside down. So let's rotate this on 180. There it is. Yes. Let's scale this down. Okay. Now we can see if this affects it. Okay. I may be able to do something more controlling here. Mix RGB. We're gonna copy these same colors here. Boom. And this color here. Boom. We will put the color here. We'll put this on here. Alright, this should give us the same result, but I'll have some control over this. So I can maybe put an input value here. Yes. There we go. Yes. So I'm going to put an oscillation on this. Okay, so yeah, this is getting good. Okay, so because I can just change that image to whatever I want. It's gonna be good. Let's go to the graph editor. Let's go back to number 1 here. Hit I. We'll get this default value and we'll paste a noise. Cool. Maybe we can add in the same one. Like the same thing onto here. Same one here. Add the modifier, except we will offset it by 100. Cool, 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 cool. Nice. Alright, so let's go back to our shader. Alright, we're saving that. Now, I think we're almost about done. I think I just want to, I just want to figure out what image to put in here now. Oh, and also let me make sure that it doesn't look better with the mix. Last thing. Okay, definitely looks better with the multiplying here. But let me make sure that it doesn't look good with multiply. Nope, we're doing add. Alright, there we go. Alright, okay, so now let's figure out, I think all the hard parts are done, guys. I think I just want to figure out what will be a cool image. Oh, let's do one more fun thing. Let's add in, let's go to the graph editor. Let's add in a keyframe at the beginning for this offset. And let's paste the add-on here. And we're going to put the strength down a lot, maybe 0.5, maybe even 0.1. 0.3. And let's see if we copy this and we put this to the rest of them, if this looks any good. Maybe there's too much movement here. Okay, super subtle movement on the secondary TVs there. Okay, now let's figure out, and I'm early. Usually these are 4 hours. I'm almost done at 3 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, guys, this is it. What should we put? What should we put for? Maybe I should just put my grease monkey thing. Let's find out where that is. Hold on. Alright, let's see if this will look good at all. It may not. But luckily everything's set up. I'm so happy with this one, guys. Alright, let's try this. There we go. We'll do my little monkey on there. Put some self promo in there like Grease Monkey. Come to the channel. A lot of candidates here. That's a good one too. So I like those so far. Let's see what else I can put in here. What else do I have? Maybe something that looks more ominous. Let's see. Tutorials. Oh, maybe I should just do the trees. That would be cool. Let's do that. We'll make a cinematic Grease Monkey cinematic universe. Or maybe I should just keep the one I had, huh? No, not wheelchair. So I'm gonna fix some things here. Let me go to color, gamma. Let's see if I can fix this. So we can see this a little better. Alright, and then last thing. I keep saying last thing. What if we... What if we, what if we change the color of what's inside? Maybe able to make it stand out a little more. Alright, there's a different way we can change the colors too. We could do a color ramp. Now I'm just like really fiddling with this stuff now. Because we can call it done after this. Alright, so right there it looks like kind of black and white. Let's see if we can change some different colors here. Maybe it should be more red. Maybe it should flip. Maybe this should be white. Maybe this should be red there. Alright, we're fiddling. We're gonna erase this and we're gonna put back what we had before. Okay, and then we're gonna increase the brightness oscillation a little bit for the TV. So we'll go to Graph Editor. We'll click on this guy right here. Crank this up to 1.3. So we can get pretty bright. Freaking rad. Okay, and then we'll go to bloom. And we'll do the intensity up to 1. Let's do 0.8 like it was. We'll probably do some posts on this, but man, it doesn't look good already. Okay, I think, let me set this up looking nice here. Hit save. Let me make sure that we are automatically packed. Yep. Some unused data blocks. Hopefully I didn't break anything. We're good. Alright, we can even do some final touches since I have so much extra time. There's so much little polish I can do. We can go to the render and we can go to color management. We have it as standard. We could put it on very high contrast to see what that looks like. Ridiculous. Very low contrast. We put it very high contrast and lower the exposure. Actually, I want to try some of these out. Let's do medium contrast. First, let's just... Can we undo all this? Okay. So this is what it looks like normally. I'm going to make sure to do a render here. Hold on, let me set up my render to go out into the right place here. Okay. Alright, so now we do some comparisons here. So let's go back to our render. We got standard, none, exposure, blah blah blah, all the same, right? If we put filmic on here, it'll look even dumber. Filmic raw. Raw looks ridiculously cool though, so saturated. We'll do standard, as we were. We will hit render. So there's our render. We'll hit J. It'll get us into the second slot, right here, second slot. Then I'm gonna put in, for the look, I'm gonna put in high contrast. How about very high contrast? Okay, we're gonna keep the gamma up to 1, but we're gonna put the exposure down. Right there. We'll hit F12 and let's compare. Oh, I made them look exactly the same. Did I? Yeah, it looks like I did. Really? Or is this just happening in the sequencer as well? Hold on. Like if I change this back to none, would my sequence look the same? Yeah, it does. Do I have to save them out? Alright, let's save them out. Oh, let's go back to what we were before. Okay. The bloom's doing a lot here, right? It is. Bloom's helping us lose some intensity there. We're gonna put Alright, Bloom's doing a lot of stuff here. We'll hit save. We'll decide on Bloom or not. So let's see if this is how it works. I'm gonna hit F12. That's our render. I'm gonna save it. Save as. We will save it in this. We'll call this standard. save the image. Now I'm gonna put in a very high contrast. I'm gonna lower the exposure. Hit F12. Save the image. And we'll call this, contrast. Now let's look at the difference. Okay, they are different. So the difference is one has more contrast, which is probably for the better. But what I'm gonna do is we're gonna put this back to none. We'll put this back down to 0, and we'll take off the bloom and see if that's what's really causing our issue here. So then I'm gonna render this, save as, and we'll call this no bloom. Okay, and now let's look at these 3 in here. So we got contrast, the no bloom, and the standard. I think the contrast one looks the best. But I do like the airiness of the no bloom. If anything, no bloom or contrast, but not the standard with bloom. We'll probably have to take down the bloom in the contrast so that looks a little better. Maybe make it no bloom standard. Maybe that's too much contrast. Alright, we'll do no bloom. So no bloom standard. And then I can tweak it afterwards if I want. Or I could put bloom, right? But I should just make it like, I don't know, super small. Not even noticeable. How about 0.5? Oh, I can put the ambient occlusion up, so let's put up this ambient occlusion. I love it. Yes. Fuck yeah. Okay. We'll put it up. Good stuff. Ambient occlusion. Probably no bloom, honestly. The bloom's killing it. Even though I love it. Love the bloom. Okay. I think we're here. I think we're freaking here. 15 minutes before 4 hours. Yay, I did it beneath 4 hours by only 15 minutes. Okay, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I think this is it. I did it. We got our thing going. Let's see how fast it goes. This is probably gonna look way different once it's going the right frame rate. This is 60. This is only going 7 frames a second, so do with that what you will. But this is gonna go literally almost 10 times faster. But this is it. This is the look. This is the stream. Looking hunky. Look-a-dory. Looking hunky-dory. Hopefully everybody enjoyed watching me go through this. It was a lot of fun. This one ended up really good. Can't wait to render this out, put it on Instagram and all the stuff. Thank you, Jiraj, Spitfire, Jude, somebody else was here. Jude. the Forks community. Did not see them post. And Thanira Kularatni. Anyway, thank you everybody for joining me on this stream today. It ended up looking really cool, really awesome. I'm really happy how it turned out. Thank you guys for joining me today. I appreciate everybody here. I appreciate you joining onto the stream. Take care. I hope you have a good one. Jiraj, I'm glad you're still here. Thanks for hanging. It turned out pretty well. Have a good one, guys. Take care. Love you guys all. Hoorah.